Right now, as you watch this, your face is being recognized. Your bank is clearing a transaction. Somewhere, a surgeon is reading a scan of your friend's brain.
A pilot is receiving weather data at 38,000 feet. A soldier is receiving targeting coordinates. All of it, every single bit, is moving at the speed of light.
Through glass, through darkness, through pressure that would crush a submarine, through the bottom of the ocean. 99% of all international internet traffic, every email, every video call, every financial transaction between continents does not travel through space via satellite.
It travels through approximately 600 fiber-optic cables coiled across 1.7 million kilometers of ocean floor. Cables so thin they look like a garden hose. Cables that carry the entire weight of the modern world. And cables that, right now, are being cut. A submarine cable is a marvel of engineering disguised as something ordinary. At its heart are strands of ultra-pure glass, thinner than a human hair, that carry light pulses encoding your data. Around them, layers of steel wire armor, waterproof polyethylene, and a copper core
that delivers electrical power to amplifiers stationed every 50 to 150 kilometers along the cable's route. The amplifiers are critical. Without them, the light signal would die long before reaching its destination. Each amplifier is rated to operate without maintenance on the ocean floor for 25 years. Laying these cables is a multi-year, multi-hundred million dollar operation. First, survey ships map the seabed for months.
Then, cable-laying vessels, some of the most specialized ships on Earth, unspool thousands of kilometers of cable from giant reels across the stern. In shallow coastal waters, the cable is buried under the seabed to protect it from anchors and trolling nets. In the deep ocean, it simply rests on the seafloor. That's it. No vault, no armored bunker, just glass and steel, resting in the dark. Look at the global cable map, and you notice something unsettling immediately. The cables don't spread evenly, they cluster. They follow efficient geometry, the shortest ocean paths between the world's most connected landmasses. And that geometry creates choke points, geographic narrows where dozens of cables pass through a space no wider than a shipping lane. Destroy those cables, and you don't just slow the internet, you can sever continents from the global economy entirely. Choke Point 1, the Red Sea. Approximately 17 cables carrying nearly 17% of the world's internet traffic, connecting Europe, Africa, and Asia, pass through this narrow strip of water and its southern gateway, the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. In 2024, Houthi forces in Yemen, reacting to the war in Gaza, began targeting commercial shipping. One of their strikes damaged the cargo ship Rubimar. As the ship sank, its anchor dragged across the seabed and severed multiple undersea cables simultaneously. India, Pakistan, the UAE, Kuwait, and several Gulf nations immediately reported significant internet slowdowns. Not a cyber attack, not a hack, a sinking ship, an anchor, a garden hose of glass. Choke Point 2, the Baltic Sea. Shallow, enclosed, surrounded by NATO nations and Russia. On November 17th and 18th, 2024, 2 submarine cables were severed within 24 hours of each other. The BCS East-West cable between Sweden and Lithuania, and Sea Lion 1 connecting Finland to Germany. Investigators tracked a Chinese cargo ship, Yipeng 3, to both locations. The ship had departed from the Russian port of Ust-Luga just days earlier.
German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius said publicly, "No one believes these were accidents." Then, on Christmas Day, it happened again. 5 cables and a power line connecting Finland and Estonia were cut in a single event.
Attributed to the oil tanker Eagle S, a vessel identified as part of Russia's so-called Shadow Fleet. By early 2025, 10 cables had been severed in the Baltic since 2022. NATO launched Operation Baltic Sentry. Choke Point 3, Taiwan. This is the one that keeps defense analysts awake. Several of the most critical cables connecting East Asia to the United States pass through or near the Taiwan Strait and surrounding waters.
Taiwan itself connects to the world through a small number of cables. If those cables were severed during a military conflict over the island, or even as a pre-conflict pressure maneuver, Taiwan could be digitally isolated within hours. And given that Taiwan produces the majority of the world's most advanced semiconductors, the economic disruption would cascade globally before a single missile was fired. In Moscow, there is a unit most people have never heard of, GUGI, the General Staff Main Directorate for Deep Sea Research. It operates nuclear-powered deep-diving submarines and specialized research vessels capable of reaching the sea floor at 6,000 meters. U.S. intelligence confirmed to CNN in 2024 that GUGI had been conducting surveys of undersea cable infrastructure across the North Atlantic and Nordic Seas, surveying, but also mapping. Russia's strategic doctrine has long held that modern society's digital infrastructure is its Achilles heel.
These cables are not just communication lines. They carry $10 trillion in financial transactions every single day. The genius of cable sabotage as a weapon is its ambiguity. Cables break naturally. About 100 to 200 are repaired every single year, damaged by fishing nets, dragging anchors, undersea landslides, even bites from deep-sea sharks. A state actor who wants to cause disruption can do so with a ship, an anchor, and a plausible story. There is no explosion, no missile, no attributable act of war, just a hull moving through water and a cable going dark. This is what NATO calls hybrid warfare, damage that falls below the threshold requiring a formal military response, while achieving strategic objectives, slowing economies, creating uncertainty, testing alliances, signaling capability. Repairing a damaged cable is not quick. First, a specialized repair ship, there are fewer than 60 in the entire world, must be dispatched to the site. Then an ROV descends to locate the break. The damaged section is hauled up, cut out, and replaced, sometimes requiring sections to be rebuilt from scratch. Getting permits to enter territorial waters for repairs can take weeks. The entire process, 5 days minimum, often 2 to 3 months. During that window, the region served by that cable either slow to a crawl or rely on emergency rerouting through surviving cables. In places like the Baltic states, where a single cable carries a third of national internet capacity, even a short outage is nationally significant. In January 2025, NATO launched Operation Baltic Sentry, deploying warships, aircraft, and underwater drones across the Baltic to monitor cable infrastructure. The International Telecommunication Union established a new advisory body specifically for submarine cable resilience. Tech giants, including Google, Meta, and Microsoft, who now privately fund and operate large portions of the global cable network, began quietly rerouting traffic and reviewing contingency plans. Proposals are on the table for hardened cable protection zones, new international treaties, and real-time seabed monitoring systems. But here is the reality. The ocean is vast, the cables are long, and protecting 1.7 million kilometers of unguarded glass from a state actor determined to remain deniable may simply be impossible. The internet was designed to survive nuclear war. Its decentralized architecture was supposed to route around any damage. But that design assumed the damage would happen above ground. In server rooms, in data centers, in places we could see and defend. Nobody planned for the cables. Nobody mapped the choke points. Nobody, until now, seriously guarded the ocean floor. Every video you stream, every message you send, every transaction your bank clears, every vote that's counted digitally, every military order that travels over a civilian network in a crisis. All of it flows through approximately 600 cables. Cables as thin as a garden hose. Cables that rest unguarded in the dark. And somewhere out there tonight, in water nobody can easily reach, ships are circling, and not all of them are lost.